who's Zoom user?
I'm Deborah.
Cecilia. Deborah?
hmm
Yay, Deborah, welcome, welcome. Donna, can you change her name on there?
Am I able to do it or does she have to do it?
I think you can do it as the admin. You should be able to just click on her three dots.
Okay, well, let me see.
See if you can, and then you just be teaching us all. Hi, Diane.
Mary Kay and an IT class. Way to go, ladies.
I know, right? Alicia.
Who is the Zoom user? Because I am able to do that. I did not know that.
Deborah. Deborah is the Zoom user.
Deborah who? Which Deborah?
Deborah, which is your last name?
Lugo, Lugo.
Is it
Lugo.
Debra or what?
I'm sorry, what was that?
How do you spell Deborah? Is it Debra?
Deborah.
Oh, it's Debbie.
Hi, Alicia.
Hey, Debbie.
Hey, Alicia, how do you pronounce your last name?
Rafua.
Rafoa. That's what I was thinking when I was looking at that name today. Welcome, Allison, one of our admin, Krista Fant, Renee Hood. Welcome, ladies. We're excited to have you on tonight. And way to get on early. Okay, so since we're on early, let's talk about something fun. So we have a lot of women on here and a lot of mamas. And so Mother's Day is coming before we know it. Mother's Day is coming next month. And so what is the most fun gift that you've ever given for Mother's Day or gotten for Mother's Day? What is your favorite? And maybe it's just like, I love getting flowers. Or what is it that you love? I love, when my boys were little, they would make a card. And I still love the cards because no matter what, they write a note in the card. And that just brings me so much joy. So welcome, Barbara. Welcome, Renee. If you didn't hear me earlier, Renee, your picture is so pretty. And so, okay, who wants to share? Cecilia Lurs is also on Zoom. So, hey, Cecilia.
Hi.
Welcome. Yeah. Donna, can you check?
Can I what?
I think that was a delay.
Oh, okay. Can I do what?
I don't know. I didn't ask. Oh, I was just asking everybody
Oh.
what's your favorite? Okay, so if you could have anything for Mother's Day, what would you love to have?
My favorite thing is a group picture. It is so hard. And sometimes, I love when people have perfect group pictures, but my grandkids, they just must be feral or something because we always get one who's like, or doing something crazy. Right. So I love those. I crack up laughing. I blow them up. I don't care, feral and all. I love it. It cracks me up every single time.
Jennifer,
so I love the group pictures.
That doesn't surprise me of you. You seem like a ball. So, mom made, Alicia says, mom made breakfast in bed and something that would mean something to her, like something musical. How neat is that?
She played a lot of instruments, but man, this is going to be a hard month because it's been a while since I was able to give her something.
I know. My mom has been gone since 1997. And so, yeah, but she would have liked a basket of flowers for her front porch. That's what my mom would have loved. And time. As moms, don't we all love time or just that connection with our kids? Krista loves pictures and flowers. She always gave her mom roses to plant. That's beautiful. I love that.
I think my mom, one of her most favorite gifts was actually I gave to her last year. They camp at the lake from pretty much March through October, so they don't get to plant flowers and do a whole lot. So I made her a 3-tier flower pot with some little metal creatures and stuff on there, and she just absolutely loved it. So
I love that.
I want Emily to make one for me.
She can take that with her. That's awesome. Welcome, Jessica and Stephanie and Marilyn and Becky and Barb. Welcome, welcome. Shannon, welcome, Lisa. Welcome, Babs. Hey, what we're talking about tonight, if you want to type in the chat, is Mother's Day is coming in the next month. What is the favorite gift that you've ever received or that you like receiving for Mother's Day or that you've given to your mom for Mother's Day? So
I have to say a funny one. I always love getting flowers, and here my youngest daughter was learning how to write, and she got me a card out of where we keep cards for emergencies, and she gave me a funeral card, a sympathy card. I still have that card and cherish it dearly.
oh my gosh, it might have been saying something touching, and she was like, it's all we had. It is all we had. It was a resourceful moment.
She did not know what it was, and I just laugh at it still this day.
How old was she?
Yeah, just barely learning how to write her name.
Oh my
Kitty
goodness.
card.
Joyce, I love that.
It
Welcome,
was
Cheryl.
special.
Welcome, Laura.
I have one I can share, and I'll be on camera here in a second. My mom and I both always love flowers. And I think one of the sweetest Mother's Day gifts I got was when my husband brought in like flowers that he and his dad had grown in front of their house. And these big, beautiful, I think they're lilies. But anyway, it was really special.
I love that. That is beautiful, Lisa. That is so special. It's always nice to have the touching things. So anyway, ladies, it is 7:00. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. You could have been anywhere tonight. You could have manufactured a fun night, but you chose to be here with us where we are going to have fun. We are going to learn. We are going to grow. We're going to recognize people. We're going to love on each other, and we're going to have an amazing time. And so welcome, welcome, welcome. So my name is Jana Strunk. You already know that because it says it right down below. And I'm going to be opening us up tonight. And so we're going to first start by doing announcements. So ladies, who is excited to earn the Power Prize from Mary Kay this month? Is anybody excited to get that cooler? Guess what? Somebody already has it. And so isn't this super fun? Oh, by the way, Allison Carter, you're the pinner tonight. So just as a reminder, you probably already know that. But anyway, look at this. You guys, this is so much bigger than I had imagined. And so great prize when you do 700 wholesale this month, you're going to get this fun cooler that, by the way, this is going to stand out anywhere you go. Look at that. Look how huge it is. And then it has Mary Kay written really pretty on the front of it. So everybody's going to know that you're the Mary Kay beauty consultant and the successful one at that because you're getting Mary Kay prizes. So don't miss out on being a power achiever this month. You're going to learn how to book appointments tonight. And so then you're going to be able to hold appointments and get that super easy. Okay, next. Don't miss Star Consultant. You guys, this week, I just redeemed a $500 Best Buy card on my new MacBook. Okay, so my computer was half price because of my Star points. Okay, when you're a Star Consultant on a quarterly basis, you can get like rewards cards for different companies, from different stores. So don't miss being a Star Consultant. And just so you know, the last time I cashed in, I got $500 worth of points and I went and bought myself a Dyson hair dryer. I wanted softer, smoother hair. Also stuff I wouldn't have normally bought for myself. And then before that, I got new dishes and homeware. $300 I took to Home Goods and just shopped till the money was gone. And so all of that was Star money, Star points. You can do it too. Don't miss being a Star Consultant because you're leaving money on the table. Okay. Next, the Preferred Customer Program. You want to sign up your customers for the Preferred Customer Program before April the 17th. Okay. The sooner that you do it, that way you're insured to get the samples in yours. And Donna loves getting gift cards. Love that. And so preferred customer program, it's under the business tools tab. And so go under there and it's just, I think 90 cents person. They send out the catalogs for you. It's so good. I do not miss that since I started my Mary Kay business. So even if you're going to send it out to 2 people, do it. And then you're going to get a catalog for free and you're going to get early order privileges when that summer product launches. Okay. Next, the top unit. Congratulations to everyone that turned in points. So we're going to talk about the percentage. Okay, the percentage of people that turned in points in each unit. So first of all, I want to make a big honking deal for the winning unit. It is actually, why don't we just start at the bottom? Let's just go ahead and like go bottom up. Does that sound good? Okay, so in the, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I missing? Oh, no. Okay, so in the 7th position, we have the Judy Roman unit with 35% turning in their points. And by the way, it doesn't matter how many points you had. If you might have had 0 points, but as long as you turn them in, it counts for your team. And then super close in the next position is the Strunk unit with 36% turning in their points. Ladies, we can do better. I know we can. Come on, Strunk unit. Come on, Rice Girls. Okay, the next one is Jessica Harvey unit at 46% turning in points. Okay, then we have a tie at the next position, the Siegel and Haste units at 50%. We are climbing. Great job, Susan and Linda and your teams. And the next one, the number 2 position, the Allison Carter unit was 60% turning in their points. We're going to have to get you guys. Oh, it's coming. It is coming. I feel it coming on. Just wait, ladies. I'm going to be texting you. Did you get your points in? And the number 1 unit with everyone in that unit turning in their points is the Donna Bay Scott unit. Congratulations. Woo woo. You know what? We love that. We love that participation and that team camaraderie. So that is fantastic. Okay, guess what? It's time for us to do, and I will explain the breakout rooms things here in just a little bit because we are going to separate tonight and go into separate breakout rooms, but I'll do that right before we go. Okay, but it is time for us to recognize our top points earners for this week. So let's go ahead and give these ladies a big round of applause. In the number 10 spot for this week, Alicia Rifoa. Yay! She has 637 points and she is booking and selling. She is from the Jessica Harvey unit. Number 9, from the Judy Roman unit. She's showing up and she's selling the product. Peggy Richmond. Woo! Way to go, Peggy. All right, we have in the 8th position this week from the Susan Haste unit. She has a new team member this week, Shannon Schumann. Great job, Shannon. Next, we have in this number 7 position, okay, Donna from the Donna Scott unit. She had $682 in sales this week alone. Lisa Schrack. Way to go, Lisa. Congratulations. Next, in the number 6 position, wow, she was killing it in booking and getting new leads. And this is from the Linda Siegel unit, Jenny Elkins. Way to go, Jenny. All right, then we have from the Jana Strunk unit, she has a brand new team member that is a rock star, and her name is Tony Kelly. Way to go, Tony. All right, from the Donna Bay Scott unit, she has a brand new team member in the number 4 position this week, Shayla Goosen. Woohoo! Way to go, Shayla. All right, are you ready? Here we go. Top 3, ladies. Okay, so I'm going to announce who this is, and then I'm going to have her speak real quick. So in the number 3 position, killing it with points, sales, parties, and all of this stuff, Jennifer Akers. Woo! All right, Jen, we're gonna pop you on here, and I want to ask you a fun question. So the question this week that I want to ask all of our top achievers is, has the tracking sheet changed how you are working your personal business?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, there you are. Yes, I
Okay,
can
sweet.
see you.
Yes, it has me. I am a very visual person, and so having a visual representation of the things I should be concentrating on and kind of the value system that is there on the sheet tells me what's important and where to kind of focus my time in that percentage, I guess.
I love that. I love that. Congratulations. Okay, is there
Thank you.
anything else in your Mary Kay business that you're super excited about right now?
I had the opportunity on Friday to connect with a couple of really, really fun women, and that is why I really wanted to do this. It was a way to connect with women, help them feel good about themselves. They loved the product. They had a blast. And they're gonna buy more stuff. So that's awesome. But it was just a blessing, and um they felt good about themselves. We did hydrofacials. The next day I got texts from both of them unsolicited that said, "Oh my gosh, my skin feels great." Both of them had dry and sensitive skin, and they were surprised how good they felt with how many products that we used.
Wow.
So it was good.
I
was
love
super
that. And they're both influential women. So
Yes.
so
yes.
you have future bookings, and yeah, you have a lot going on. So love that, Jen.
Thank
Yay!
you.
Okay, something else I want to mention before I go to the number 2 person is that most of the top 10, I think 9 out of 10, turned in their weekly accomplishment sheets. I am so proud of you ladies for that. That is a really big deal because a tracked number grows. And if you know how much money you're making, it makes it more fun. And if you're super close to, oh my gosh, if I sold an eyeshadow, I would be over $500 in sales or whatever that next level is, it takes you to the next level. And so I'm so proud of each and every one of you for doing that. Okay, number 2 position this week from the Judy Roman unit. She's doing parties, appointments, and working full circle. Becky Osborne. Yay, Becky! All right, so let's spotlight Becky. Becky, unmute yourself, sister. And same question to you. Has the tracking sheet changed how you are working your business?
It hasn't changed how I'm working my business. Hold on, just got a bunch of text messages.
Has it changed?
It changed, but it does keep me focused. As Jen said, it keeps me focused. I mean, as soon as I submitted the one yesterday, I printed out a new one, and I have it with my my weekly plan sheet. So I have them all together, and it does help me. It does motivate me sometimes. Like, oh gosh, I haven't had a booking today. I need to get a booking. So yeah, it's definitely has helped.
I love that. I love that. Thank you so much, Becky. Well, it looks like, Becky had, by the way, 2,072 points. So you're moving right along. So after last week's training with Judy about goal setting, are you excited about your goals for the month of April?
You asking me? Yeah, I am definitely. And I've read the book finished, and I've gone back and started reading it and working with Judy on it. And yes, it's got me refocused. Amazing training, Judy. Thank you.
Yes, it was amazing training. Judy, thank you so much. Becky, thank you so much. And thank you for always striving to be the best and really inspiring other women. All right. And our number 1 position this week with $700 in sales, 2 parties, facials, working full circle from the Susan Haste unit, Jennifer Byers. Woo! All right. Jennifer, can't wait to hear from you. So you can tell us something exciting that happened to you this week. And also, has the tracking sheet changed how you work, or how has it changed how you're viewing your business?
Have to unmute. Am I unmuted?
You are
Okay.
now.
Okay, great. Sorry. All right. So the tracking sheet, I mean, I like it, right? But I already have a plan and a goal, and all of these things are pretty much on it. And so I still get confused with the 1 + 1 + 1. So Susan has to explain it every week. So I don't know. Anyway, it's like a foreign language, but we're doing it. So there we go. For me, the exciting thing that happened this week is I do a look back at what's going on at the end of every month. And so for March, one of the things I looked back on is I don't have a lot of space at my house. We're always under construction, as I have said before. And so I stick to my schedule. I work full time, and so I have Mary Kay hours sprinkled in there and opportunities, and I take advantage of that. So I had a cancellation the first time in 3 months I've ever had a cancellation, and I said, okay, what am I going to do? So I took a look back at what I had in inventory that wasn't moving, and I went live on my business page and I talked about those products, and I gave a little discount on them, right, to kind of push me over the edge of what I needed. And out of that, I didn't give so much of a discount that I didn't make any money. I still made money. I was sitting at my house with my ring light on, right? So it's not like I went anywhere. I actually booked 4 new faces that have been on my business page, just kind of stalking. We all have the stalkers, right? They watch your lives. They just hang out with you and they say something, but they never do anything. So I booked 4 new faces off of that. And yes, and
Good.
so exciting.
That is a brilliant plan. Like Linda Sigel said in the notes, brilliant plan to look at inventory and decide what to focus on, what you need to move, or what you need to do an inventory reduction sale on. And you don't have to even call it that. You can just say, I'm super excited to share some things with you today and give you a great deal. So great job, Jennifer.
Yeah, oh, that little sign. Oh, thank you, Susan. We have our coaching call every week, and she does such a great job. So
you have a delightful leader. She has such a genuine heart. And
She
so,
is.
and guess what? You know what? Susan is a teacher and Jessica is a teacher. And Judy taught last week. And so I'm going to go ahead and segue into what we're going to be doing this week. And so, if you have 0 appointments booked on your books, or you have 1 appointment, or you have 2 appointments, then you're going to stay right here. And you're going to hear from some amazing teachers. Literally, Susan's a teacher, Jessica's a teacher, and Judy Roman's been teaching Mary Kay for like a long time in Mary Kay. And so you're going to hear from some amazing teachers. Now, if you have 3 or 4 appointments on your books right now, appointments to be held in the month, like probably in the month of April, yeah. And we want to book stuff in closer. If you can book things in within a 2-week period, that's what Mary Kay suggested, because otherwise women lose their enthusiasm and they forget about it, and then they are more apt to cancel. And so if you have 3 or 4 appointments on your books, you are going to go into the silver room. Okay. And you're going to be hearing from the amazing Linda Sigel and Donna Bays Scott, both famous in Mary Kay and both exceptional leaders. Okay. And so if you are someone that has 5 or more appointments in your book, on your books, you're going to choose the gold room. And that's where you're going to come hang out with the amazing Allison Carter and myself. Okay. And so everybody's going to get training on booking tonight. We're just going to talk about different levels. And if you feel like you want to go to a higher level next week, all you have to do is book more appointments and you'll graduate into a new room. Okay. So we are super excited. So how to do that, ladies, is when you hover down below on the bar down below, it will say you'll see a block with 4 squares. And so it says breakout room. And so when you click on the breakout room, you will see, oh, this is assigning. Okay. Oh, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, it says silver and gold. Okay. So if you do not see that for some reason, Donna, do you want to stick around in here for a little bit and then assign people? So if you open it up and then scroll, open up and it says join to the right of that. Okay. Does everybody see that?
Dana, I'll let you know, I'm an Android user and mine's actually at the top
Okay.
left part. So if they're looking for that, maybe look at the top left.
Okay, so yeah, so if you're an Android user and you're on your phone, it is in the top left corner, but it should say silver and then there's a join button to the right, or gold and join button. Okay, I see some people are moving over. All right, ladies, have an amazing training. We're all going to be coming back here. And so leaders, Donna, if you want to tell everybody in your room, and Linda, if y'all want to tell everybody in your rooms, we're going to be coming back here at 7:45. 7:45. Okay. So we'll come back at 7:45 and then we'll close up. Okay.
Is there anyone that needs to be moved? Or did you all find it? And if you don't get moved, you'll enjoy staying here too, but I'm happy to move somebody if necessary. Okay.
It
I'm
looks like
moving out
Krista.
myself.
I
What?
think Kristen looks like Krista needs help. Krista Font.
Oh, Krista, which one do you go to? You might have to unmute.
Okay.
Which one, Krista?
I'm like Michelle. I'm not sure which one I'm going to.
How many bookings do you have?
None.
Okay, you'll stay right here and don't have to move
Okay.
at all. Makes it easy.
Okay.
Anybody else?
And Michelle, it looks like you're saying it too. If you don't have any bookings, you'll stay right where you are.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sound good? All
Thank
right,
you.
I'm headed over.
All right. I'm going to pin Miss Susan to take it away for us. Okay.
All right. Hi, ladies. Hello, hello.
Okay.
So I'm so glad you are here because that is the first step in your business. It's just showing up. People that show up go up. So just being here, learning, and then putting those things into action. That is the key to success for this business. So all right. If you guys have questions, put them in the comments as some of our teachers are training, and I will get them answered for you. What else? A booking. So what is a booking? A booking is an appointment you have on your calendar. Okay. So it might be like a one-on-one with somebody. It might be like a facial, like you have a time set up in your day that you are going to meet and talk to somebody, whether that is in person or virtual. So that is a booking. It can also be like a sharing appointment. So maybe you are talking to somebody about the opportunity, and that is a booking. So a booking is where you are having, right, a conversation and with somebody, whether it's about the skincare or about the opportunity, but you have something scheduled and you're like, okay, it's like a confirmed, we're going to meet, we're going to talk, we're going to, have a conversation. So does anyone have any questions about just what is a booking when we talk Mary Kay language? So are we good there? So it can be it can be a party, it can be a one-on-one, it can be a opportunity. I think we're good. I don't see any questions.
Hey, Susan,
so if you do,
Susan, may I interrupt you for just a second?
Yes.
I'm supposed to be in the silver room and I can't figure out how to get myself there.
I think you got to click. Did you go?
No, I'm still here.
Click breakout rooms at the bottom and then
but my name is not on the list.
I think you can still push join, like the blue button that says join.
I don't have a blue button that says join.
Can you scroll over?
It's a window. It says participants. I'm not on that list either.
Can you make me your co-host?
I have made you your you are a co-host.
I was gonna say maybe you have to make me the host so that you can move. You might have to make me the
host.
host.
I thought I was the host. Okay, just let me. I am the host. I am the host. For pity's sakes.
Because I don't think the host can move.
Well, I thought they could hop into any
Move
room.
to the center. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm so sorry. I've made you the host, Jessica. Okay, now I can join. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
thanks.
Sorry to interrupt.
You're fine. All right, now I'm the host. Woo! Okay, go ahead, Susan.
Okay. So, it stopped recording because we broke into breakout rooms. Okay. So, something else I want to say as we're starting our breakout room and doing these is we want to make sure that everybody is make sure you're muted. If you have a question, there's a little at the bottom, I think it says react, and you can click that and there's like a little hand. So you put your hand up. If you have questions, you know, those are just some things you can do, or you can put them in the comments. So feedback, we really want feedback so we know, you know, how we can best help support you and your business and growing. Okay. So this is our breakout room with 0 to 2 bookings. And each week we're going to train on how to get bookings. And so I just kind of talked about what a booking was. And I think Judy, as long as we don't have any other questions on that, I think Judy, you're ready to take it away.
Okay, I'm ready. Does somebody pin me on there or what?
Yes, you're all ready to go.
I am?
Yes.
I can never see myself on the big screen. Is that right?
I think we can see you now.
Okay. All right. What are the reasons we want to book? Well, how about building a customer base so that when you have a customer base, you have reorders on which you can count, and you get paid over and over again for the job you did one time. And second, future appointments. When you have an appointment, from that appointment, you can book a future appointment. And when you get really good, you have, booking an appointment from an appointment, then you're not out there always looking around for new business because you've got so much that's already going for you. And then you're going to find new team members too. So those are all the reasons, or some of the reasons that we book. Let's focus on how many skincare customers you have and how many you'd like to have by December 31st, 2025. Skincare customers produce our highest reorder sales. They will reorder sets 3 to 4 a year. So if they're on the Miracle set, that's going to be about $400 in reorders. If they're on the Repair set, that's going to be $600 to $700 in reorders. And if they're on Clear Proof, that's going to be around $200. So we always want to sell sets and get people on sets. And of course, they're also going to order, foundations and color cosmetics and other things too. So some of you are just beginning, so you don't have any skincare customers other than yourself. And some of you that have been around for a while have many skincare customers, but I'm thinking that it might have been a while since you've been in there and actually counted how many you have. And that's what we need to get to. And I know there are some people here who have, like Connie is joining us for the first time, and I think she has something like 300 customers and just is a star, Emerald Star every quarter, just on reorder business. It's a swell place to be, isn't it? So how many you have? So then you need to figure out a plan of how to get to at least 50, because I think most people are pretty comfortable with 50 to 100. And, the more you have, the happier you are. It's just really true. So let's go for 50 skincare customers by the end of this year, okay? That gives you 9 months and 36 weeks. So that's 1 to 3 new skincare customers a week, which you can do with 1 skincare class, 3 single facials, a couple of double facials. You know, it's not a lot of time. It's about a 5 or 6 hour week. Okay. So let's go find them. Where are we going to find them? Oh, this is very exciting, ladies. Everyone who has skin is a potential client. Are you excited about that? That's exciting. So wherever you are, they're going to find those people. And if you see her and she doesn't wear makeup and you think, well, I'm not going to talk to her. Most people who don't wear makeup, the reason they don't wear it is because they don't know how to wear it and nobody has ever showed them. And they are just freaked out about even trying it. And so, you know, that's what you're going to do. So if she says, I don't wear makeup, I say, well, we teach skincare. What are you using to take care of your skin? Have you had an opportunity to give your opinion on the Mary Kay products? And then you get her phone number, okay? And also, Jessica's going to teach you more about how to do that. And she's a pro. So what kind of women do you want in your customer base? Where would you find these women? So how about referrals from current customers you have? You know, referrals are the very best kind of new business because when you have a friend that tells you about something, aren't you usually interested to find out what it is? And of course, booking a party from a party. Mary Kay taught us many years ago, get below eye level, and in the individual closing, looking them in the right eye, you say, at every party, I always select 1 or 2 people that I would most like to have as a future hostess. And tonight I've selected you. Is there any reason why you couldn't be one of my future hostesses? And I tell you, it's magic how great it works. And let's think about your neighbors. You know, I don't know all my neighbors, and I only have 8 people that live on this floor with me. Somebody just moved in, I haven't met them yet. Friends and family of your children's friends. It's a great resource because aren't you always talking to those parents? Daycare center moms. I had a facial box in a daycare center and I'm a director popped out of that box. Recreation center where you go work out, you know, and then when you're in there cleaning up to get ready to go home, so is everybody else. Great time to talk to people. Classmates on courses you're taking. When you get old, you have time to take these extra courses. And so you see people there. And the females from your husband's work, also a great place because they have secretaries, they have wives, they have sisters, they have daughters. It's a great, great resource. And church, of course, and social groups like Bridge and office personnel where you frequent, like when you go to the doctor's office, the dentist's office. Those people are great resources also. And Jessica's going to have some more places for you to do that. But are you surprised at the plethora of places where you can find people with skin? Okay. Now be sure to get her phone number. And then this is the big thing. Follow up within 24 hours. It goes away very fast. They forget who you were even that they even met you if you don't follow up right away. And then have your weekly plan sheet, this little beauty. I still fill one out every week and you can highlight where you want to have your appointments. And so, then you have to learn the technique. Is the first part of the week best for you or the last part of the week? Daytime or evening? Oh, I have to open. Does that work for you? So you want to make sure you've got that part memorized. Okay. All right, I have all that written down, but I didn't need to because I have it memorized. Da-da-da. All right. The weekly plan sheet. They changed around where it is. I had to go looking for it today because I needed to print out some more copies. So you have to go on your Mary Kay In Touch site under Document Library and then search for weekly plan sheet and then print it in portrait, not landscape. Okay, Jessica, that's all I've got.
All right, thank you, Judy. Okay, you guys, in the comments, will you guys write some ideas of places that Judy gave us that stood out to you? So she gave some ideas that you guys have just from her that kind of sparked your interest. I love that she said that everyone with skin, right? We always talk about everyone with the face, and it's like, okay, everyone with skin, and counting up your customers. I love that, like how a ClearProof customer can be $200. And it says dental office. Michelle says gym. Yes. I love that, everyone with the skin, and I love, is there any reason why you can't be a host? I love that. Doctor's offices, libraries. There's so many people. If you just look out your front door or your window or whatever, I'm like looking at my window right now and I just like saw like 10 people walk by. I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't even talked to those people yet. So if you just look out your door and you're like, oh my gosh, who have I not talked to? So nail salon, you can meet people any rec center, grocery store. Yes, so many great places. So among also within that too, other places too are other ways to find people. One would be a warm chat. So Judy kind of talked about that. You're just talking to someone and you're out and about and you're getting to know somebody. That's going to be the best way because you already built a connection with them. Doing a training with Linda Tupin, National Sales Director, and we were at Panera and I talked to this girl and I said, oh my gosh, your eyeshadow is amazing. I had to do this whole eyeshadow thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, 4 a.m. and that's like amazing eyeshadow. And I said, I don't know if you've ever heard, like, hey, I would love to get your opinion. She was like, oh my gosh, yes, that would be amazing. I love Mary Kay, and thank you so much for complimenting my eyeshadow. And I've been texting with her ever since. And my senior Linda was like, I didn't expect you to say that. I'm like, I didn't expect me to say that either, but I just literally loved her eyeshadow. And so where could you go and just like, get to know people? You love someone's handbag. You're like, oh my gosh, I love your purse. I would love to offer you a pampering session. I'm with Mary Kay. And so I just think the most natural way and the easiest way to really get the connection with people is to be out warm chatting. So you already build a connection, you're giving them a compliment, and then you're just letting them know, I teach skincare and color cosmetics with Mary Kay. I would love to give you a pampering session. And then, you just get their phone number right then and there. The one lady said, can I get your card? And I was like, oh, I actually don't have any cards. So if you give them a card, that's fine. Give them a card, but you always want to make sure you get their number. So I always say, here, I actually have a digital card, which is just I just text them. So I just say, what's your good phone number for you? And I just text them right away. So that's the one thing. At the first beginning, those of you who caught the beginning part of March Madness training, I talked about boxes, putting boxes out and partnering with local businesses. So I just get these boxes on Amazon, and you can just search, I think they're called treat box. I just tape on, enter to receive a free charcoal mask pampering session. And Donna has a bunch of my resources, so we can put them back on this one. And then some slips, and any place that is a place. I stop and put a box there. So at one point, I actually had 100 boxes out, and from that, I was able to collect about 50 leads. Right now, so what I do is I'm also full-time. Well, I put boxes out in the summer, and then that work from the summer will last all the way through the next year. And now I have about 20 or 10, I think I have like 18 boxes out. And so those are coming in with about 9 to 10 leads. So you have, whenever, think about how many boxes you have, and you're going to get about 50% of talked about this at the beginning when we did our March Madness, but some of you are brand new. You can go to Facebook and just search vendor events. I'm in Colorado, so I would just say vendor events in Northern Colorado, and there's different events that will pop up that you can check to see if they're in your town, how much they cost. You can do events with different people. And when you do an event, you just have a decorative table and some slips. And so you're letting people know that you're entering them to receive a free pampering session. So same kind of thing. You can also honor working women. So we go to businesses and just say, hey, I'm out honoring working women today. I would love to give you a free pampering session. And you can either have them fill out a form or you can get their number right then and there. So you want to have a high investment on the return. So I like these boxes because they're not like $1 million. And so if someone accidentally tosses it, it's okay. So you want to think about what your return rate is based on how many leads you're getting. Okay. So warm chatting, boxes, vendor events. And I saw some comments. So, yeah, you can go to, your Walmart. I love that. If you're out of state, good job, or good question, Michelle. She said, how would I do something if I go out of state? Going to visit friends in Arizona next week. Yes. So you can let them. So actually it's a tax write-off when you bring your products to where you go to on a trip. So my favorite place to vacation is Florida. So I always talk to everyone I can when I'm in Florida, and then I message with them and then talk to family too, because you can actually take all of your products with you when you're, take your samples and everything with you to pamper them there. And then you can actually have that be a tax write-off. So yes, Michelle, talk to everyone who you're going to go meet out there and visit. And then when you're out and about going to stores and things, warm chat with people, see if you can put some boxes out, because wouldn't it be nice to every time you go visit family out there, you can have it be a Mary Kay business. Okay. And yes, Michelle says complimenting so many people. She does that all the time. Perfect. Doing pop-ups, having girls' night out at an event in the community. So fun. So lots of different ideas. We're so excited to see what you guys can do this next week. So I'm going to bring Susan back up here. Okay. Why?
All right, ladies. Oh, I think I hit the wrong button.
Oh, we can't see you.
Oh. Oops. Yay! Am I on? Can you hear me?
Yes, you're on.
Okay. Yay!
Yes.
All right, ladies, that was so great. So I'm just going to do like some takeaways here from all the trainers that we had tonight. One of the things that Judy was talking about, the weekly plan sheet, something that I love to do with that is when you are planning out, like, I don't know if you, like, I have a crazy busy life. I'm also a full-time kindergarten teacher. I'm a full-time Mary Kay sales director. I have 2 kids, one's 14, one is 8. They're in track and dance and weightlifting. And my husband, we also have a DJ business, a photo booth, a photography business, a party bus, and the Mary Kay. So I'm not lying to you when I say I am busy. I am like, there's always something going on in our house, like who's going where, what are we doing, and those kind of things. So the weekly plan sheet is, I always tell people, because they always say, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you are a full-time teacher, a full-time director, And then all the other things you have, a mom, a wife, a kid, you know. So I'm going to tell you, this is what's helped me. I tell people Mary Kay is like, it's like a cupcake, and Mary Kay are the sprinkles. And I sprinkle Mary Kay in and around my life. So Mary Kay is not a 9 to 5. I do a little here, I do a little there, but all day I'm sprinkling it in and around, you know. So I'm at school on my lunch break, I'm checking messages, I'm messaging back with people, or I'm sending out my book script, or, you know, whatever. I have that planned, so I know what I'm going to do that day. So I have the 6 most important things list. So make that list. Like, what are 6 things that you need to do for your business? And then that next day, like, you are at night, you are the boss of your business. Write your 6 things out. What do you want your employee to do that day while you're gone? Well, when you wake up the next morning, you're the employee, right? So then you like, okay, these are things I have to get done. So that has really helped me. And with the weekly plan sheet, I've color coded. That's really helped me too. So my son is blue, my daughter is purple, Mary Kay is pink, school stuff is black, you know, so color code. So then you can kind of see, where do you have an extra hour or 2 that you could send some text messages? You could, you know, make some phone calls, whatever you want to do. The other thing that I wanted to touch on with, oh my gosh, with Jess is that, always have something with you. Okay. So like, always carry with you a card. I have found so many times I'm like, God, that was such a sharp girl. I wish I would have had something. So make little business cards, or get your digital card, and just have something that you can always share. Every time we go out to eat, I leave a little blessing bag. It's just a little cellophane bag, you know, really tiny. I put my business card in there with like a lip gloss sample. And, or sometimes, you know, when I'm out, I'm checking out at Target or Walmart, and I just say, you know, hey, thank you for being so sweet and so nice, you know, and just handing them a little, you know, this is a blessing bag. So just there to bless you. So that is another way you can start, you know, sharing and all those things. And the other thing I'll say is just to ask, and, you know, just say, can I borrow your face? I am in a challenge this week, my director said. So that's what I'm going to leave you with too, is put in the comments, what is your goal going to be this week? Okay. So my goal is to have 5 warm chats this week. So when I am out and about, I am going to warm chat 5 women that, whether it's in the drive-through, again, I'm sprinkling it in, right? While I'm running, if it's at the track field, you know, my son's at track, and I see somebody, like, okay, I'm going to go talk to her, and just be like, you know, and make it genuine, right? Like, oh my gosh, where do you get your hair done? I don't know you, but your hair looks awesome. Like, where do you go? And then just starts a conversation, right? But it's genuine, because I really do want to know where she gets her hair done, right? But look at your surroundings, observe and see, and take that step out, and then, you know, say, yeah, I know this is crazy, and I'm nervous to ask you, but can I borrow your face? I just need to borrow your face. I mean, they're going to try the sample, however, if it's virtual or in person, and the product sells itself, ladies. So the first thing is just to get the booking, ask them, can I borrow your face? My director said, I've got to have 3 faces this week. I got to have 3 appointments booked. So can I borrow your face this week? So that's your goal. 5 warm chats, and 3 bookings. Get 3 ladies that will say, yes, you can borrow my face. And then we can talk about what's that going to look like, virtual, in person, like all the ways. There's so many ways, ladies, you can work this business. But first you got to get the booking. So just say, can I borrow your face? And you got the booking, and then talk to your director, and we will help you with the next step. So, did I miss anything, ladies?
Time's up.
No, you got it.
Okay, so report to your director. I don't know if my comments aren't working. I don't see. So put in the comments, or there. My goal is to have 5 bookings. Yay! Yes. So yeah, report to your director. Let her know how many bookings you're going to get this week, and we cannot wait to celebrate you next week. So
Yes.
is everybody back?
I think so. We got 58 seconds. So 54 seconds. So tell us your goals. Yes, 5 warm chats. As people are coming back in. Put it in the comments. Oh, I gotta remove you. Sorry.
Okay. I'm just saying we had fun in our room. Did y'all have fun in the main room? Did you have a good meeting?
Yes.
We had so much fun in the gold room, did we not, ladies? We had a good time. Where are those silver ladies at? Are they here? Are they back yet? Anybody from the silver room back yet? Oh, there's Elizabeth.
Yes, we're back.
Yep, they're back. All right, I think we're ready to wrap it up, ladies. So I think we have Judy closing us up tonight. So Judy, take it away.
Okay, well, after your class this evening, on what have you chosen to focus for this week? And I'm going to go back and read that again because that's not what I have written. Make sure you know before you go to bed tonight, because then you'll be able to sleep. And our quote is from the lovely Loretta Lynn. You've got to continue to grow, or you are just last night's cornbread, stale and dry. And so, you don't grow inside your comfort zone. So you have to step outside your comfort zone. And, once you embrace that, then it'll be exciting and it'll be fun, but it's always scary. But that's the only place you grow. And it just feels so good. So focus on your goal for this week and find those people with skin and step out of your comfort zone. Gosh, you guys, this was such a great evening. We had a lot of fun in our room too. Okay.
All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining tonight. Stay in contact with your sales directors, print off your point sheets, and go have fun making connections this week. God bless you all. Have a wonderful week.
Bye.
Okay.
Thank you.